Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to begin by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Bakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. And just right quick, I'm going to make this quick before I go to bed. Touch on this little video I was just watching whilst I have another video uploading.
Yo, so I'm outside chilling in the backyard with the dog and all that, and something my wife said to me the other day it just sat on my mind for a second. So we went to the park with my son, and when we got to the park, I carry. I'll let you know I carry. You know what I'm saying? I won't say anywhere I go, it's gonna be on me. But when we got to the park, she was like, "You got your gun on you?" I'm like, "Yeah, you know I do." She was like, "We're at the park though." And it really had me sit there thinking, I really shouldn't need this at the park. I really shouldn't have to carry this shit at the park. But it's just crazy the way the world is now. It's necessary to have this shit at the park now. Back when I was growing up, you didn't need that shit at the park. Nothing was gonna happen. Anywhere kids was around, most time nothing was gonna happen. But now people don't care. So people don't give a fuck about other people's lives, kids' lives, women's lives, nothing like that. They don't fuck about none of that. And it's just sad that we live in a society like that right now. That shit really stuck with me for that day. While I'm sitting there at the park and I see everybody around and all that, and I'm just like, I really shouldn't need this here. It's a bunch of kids here. Well, what do I need this for? But same time, I'm gonna protect my family at all costs at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So.
And I get what the man is feeling right there, and I can recall a time when it was safe for the kids to play out in the street, you know. A time when it was just simply safe to walk out the door and just take a stroll through the park or whatever. Or to walk to the corner store, you know what I'm saying? But see, in these days, you have to worry about everything, you know what I'm saying? Especially as it is as a Jake, man, you step out, you worried about police harassment, or you worried about Jake harassment. You know, it's no peace here. You know what I'm saying? Because the rulership, you know, we're ruled in the world. We're ruled. The world is ruled by the man to whom it was given to take peace from the earth. So let me find that scripture, since it just came to mind. Okay. Revelation 6:4. It says, "And there went out another horse that was red." Okay, so now you see, anytime you see red, more than likely it's referring to Esaw Edumb, because the scriptures describe him as red, and that's what it's doing right now. This is talking about that horse, meaning power. That horse came out that was red. This is speaking of Esaw Edumb. It says, "And power was given to him," lets you know it's a man, "that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword." And remember, Esau, part of his blessing was the sword. He said by the sword he would live, you know. And then in Revelation 13, I think, or Revelation 10:1, it says by the sword he would die. Let's get that. It says, "He that liveth by the sword shall be killed by the sword." Revelation 13:10, it says, He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. And see, those of us that know, that's who these saints are. You know what I'm saying? And our patience is that the Lord will come and take this man out of the way. You know what I'm saying? So there will be peace on earth. You know what I mean? This is what we're fighting for here, man. When we're doing this work, the peace on earth, the kingdom of heaven to come to earth. You know, we can't keep living like this, because it's sad. I mean, I can recall a day where it was safer taking your children to the park or to wherever. You know what I'm saying? But now, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, there's an opportunity for death, because this man has taken peace from the earth. You know, it's crazy.
At all costs, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? So, you don't know what could happen. People doing shit in school, people doing shit in, hurting people at movie theaters and all that. Like, I think that was the first one. When something happened at the movie theater, people was like, yo, I need to be prepared. At church, like, come on, man. Like, this shit is crazy now. But it's definitely a weird world that we live in for that to happen. Like, it really shouldn't. But until this life changes, until things change the way we are around, where other people are in this world, I'm gonna continue to protect my family at all costs. I don't care where I'm at.
And hey, we gonna have to. Now, those of us that's in the truth and in the know, we know that we depend on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai to protect us. Now, it ain't nothing wrong with having your arm, you know what I'm saying, your sword or whatever, or about however you choose to protect yourself and your family. You know what I'm saying? We're not preaching against it, but we're saying ultimately it's going to come a time where the men of the Lord are going to the elect are only going to depend on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Because when it even comes to Esaw's sword, and we're his main target anyway, with everything that all the other shit he got going on, we know that we're the main target. Those of us that's in the truth, we don't have a defense against it. We can't beat Esau with his own weapon. You know what I'm saying? And the modern day sword is the gun, you know, or the bomb or whatever. We don't have access to bombs and shit. No nuclear weapons and shit. You know, we have access to guns, which is part of the sword, you know. But we can't beat Esau at that. You know, that was his blessing. So we ultimately have to depend on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And hasten the day of his coming, man. Look forward to a new heavens and a new earth. So, 2 Peter 3:13, it says, seeing that all these things must be dissolved, what manner, starting at verse 11, 2 Peter 3:11, seeing that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? And understand the Lord is watching our every move. Those of us that's in the know, I mean, everybody, the Lord is watching everybody's every move, but we, as people that's in the know, as people that's in this truth, we have to keep everything that we do to the best of our ability. We got to deal in a holy manner, man. We got to do more of that which pleases Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai and less of that which displeases them. You know, and we have to have faith that he'll keep us safe in these times. It says, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of God, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. And these heavens is talking about the rulerships, all these heathen rulerships being brought down. You know what I'm saying? Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. And that's what we're looking for, man. That's what we're looking for. A new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. Because we shouldn't have to live in a world where a gun is even necessary. But this man has taken peace from the earth. Book of Matthew chapter 25. And I'm going to start at no, it's Matthew 24. Matthew 24:12, it says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And say, just what you seeing right now, best believe you ain't seen nothing yet, because real soon, when these people are going to go hard, much harder than what they doing, their wickedness is going to be turned up 10 times, man. And their iniquities are going to be turned up 10 times. Okay, and therefore their wicked actions, the things they do, are going to be turned up 10 times. Okay, I was just looking at another video. Let me just get this. You know what I'm saying? Because the world is out of their mind. People are losing their freaking mind. And you got to take heed. It says, hey, Eve and the 2/3, take a good look at this video. Now envision when society becomes lawless. Because real soon, it ain't gonna be no laws. It ain't gonna be no 911. None of that.
Hello?
Hi there. Can you open this door, please?
For what?
I just want to make sure that everything's okay. There seems to be something going on.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just figured I'd check on something.
I don't know what you want, man. Get out of my house.
Open this fucking door. Where's your daughter, man? Where's your daughter,
What
man?
are you talking about?
Where's your daughter? Who's in there with you?
Bro, if you don't
Open this
leave,
fucking door. Open this door. I'm breaking it fucking down. You understand me?
leave my house. You don't.
Are you okay? Is everyone in this house okay?
What? Everyone's okay. What do you want?
Yeah, and I'm not gonna play much of that there. You see that, and that man eventually just went even further crazy till the laws came. But what happens to a person like this? You know what I'm saying? When there is no cops, when you can't call the laws, you're gonna have to depend on Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, and pray to be covered. Okay, so people have no idea what's coming down the pipe, man. But people right now, as we speak, are losing their freaking minds. People are out of there. Literally out of there. Literally out of their minds.
Can you leave my house, please?
Can you open the door, please?
You have nothing to do with my house. Can you leave my house?
You know what my name is?
I don't know who you are. You don't belong to this neighborhood. That's for sure.
This is my neighborhood, though.
Yeah, I live there. I don't know you.
My name is Harry Dresden, motherfucker. Open the door. This is my neighborhood. Open the fucking door.
See, we're going to need some protection in these days. We're going to need divine intervention because you never know what these people are thinking, what they're going to be doing. You know what I'm saying? People going to act out. You know? Straight up. People. And you see it already happening. You see it already happening. And let me get this here. 2 Ezra 15:14, it says, Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, as you just seen, they shall not, seen an attempt of it anyway, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the courses of their actions shall stand in their power. Okay, they're not going to regard the government. They're not going to regard the rule of law or any of that. That's all going to be done away with. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because things are going to get so bad. And these devils are making these things happen and letting these things happen for the purpose of them bringing in martial law, man. And ultimately that chip, Revelation 13:16, because they want complete control. They got to give you a scenario of complete chaos so they can offer you this, and it's going to be peace and safety. Okay, their pseudo solution. And really, pretty much it's simply just total control. So we got to get out of here. It says, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. And when the power goes out, you think those security cameras gonna be working? You ain't gonna know who knocking at your door. No 911 to be called. They gonna go ahead and kick it in, shoot it down or whatever. But they gonna want what they want. You know what I'm saying? So shit's finna get crazy. Shit's finna get real freaking crazy, and it's already crazy. It's finna get a whole lot worse.
Shit is crazy now, but it's definitely a weird world that we live in for that to happen. Like, it really shouldn't. But until this life changes, until things change the way we are around our way other people are in this world, I'm gonna continue to protect my family at all costs. I don't care where I'm at. I don't care where I'm in my backyard right now. I still got it on me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel it's a must.
And it's not going to change until Yahweh Ba'ashem and Yahweh Shah comes, man. Yahweh Shah has to come and bring an end to this wickedness. Other than that, we just got to hold faith and wait, you know what I'm saying? 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, we bring this out quite often. It says, starting at verse 7, it says, for the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. And this man has to be taken. Esaw Edumb has to be taken out of the way before there's going to be peace on earth. And that peace comes through within the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's pretty much all I got on it. I just wanted to speak on this a little bit. You know, Lord will, you were edified. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. I'm going to play a little bit more, and that'll be it. Shalom.
I feel it's a must. It got to be sometimes. I don't know what it's going to take with the change. I don't know what it's going to take to put the walls down, but you shouldn't. Walls down should never be. You should never put your walls down fully. Always stay ready, so you don't gotta always be ready, so you don't gotta get ready at the end of the day. But like, just bring that thought of having my thing on me at the park. It was like, I shouldn't have to, but I'm gonna continue. And it's just, like I said, that shit sat with me for a minute, man. It was like, damn, we live in a fucked up world right now. We live in a real fucked up world that anything could happen at any time, at any place. This shit is sad.
And I will say he's absolutely right about that. Anything can happen at any given time. You know what I mean? And that's the world we're living in. That's the world we're living in. We're hastening the coming of our Lord and Savior so we can get up out of here, man. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to end it right there, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Lord, will you edify. Shalom.